What's up, game? So this is your sign to shut up and just lock in for 6 months, okay? Just lock in. You know why? Because 6 months gonna come by anyway. 6 months is gonna be here. Every time people get scared of shutting up and just locking in for a certain amount of time, whether that's a month, 6 months, a year, even, a week, dude, because they're like, oh man, it sounds too long. Sounds like too much time. Bro, the time's gonna go by anyways, dude. The time is gonna you can't just pause time, right? So that goal that you need to do that requires you to shut up and lock in, like losing fat or, hop on semen retention, this shit takes time. Anything worthwhile in this lifetime really takes time, okay? It's not gonna happen overnight. All the bad things, like getting fat, that happens a lot quicker than getting lean, right? You can eat a plate of 2,000 calories really quickly, but it's hard to burn 2,000 calories, bro. It takes time, all these things in life, bro. So everything that you want, all the success and like just smaller goals in life, man, is going to require you to lock in, okay? The guy you see super ripped at the gym or online or whatever, bro, motherfucker took time. He didn't, yeah, you can do steroids and shit, but that's, bro, no, we ain't do that shit. People watch this channel, we ain't pulling shit like that, bro. If you want to do that, whatever, but, too many health risks and stuff. But, guys, you can live a life that's way, way, way better than what you're currently living just by shutting up and locking in, okay? And just being mindful of the time that is passing you, bro. Every day, you can do things that better your life, get you on track, or things that distract you. And when you're not consciously doing the thing, like there's no like maintaining in life, really. Very, very hard. Either you're getting better or you're getting worse, okay? Things don't really stay stagnant. When you think something's actually maintaining, it's actually getting worse, okay? Unless you're very purposely trying to, like, get it so it's maintaining nothing else. Like, for example, like go back to your weight and stuff, right? Either every day you're at a surplus of calories or you're at deficit calories. Very hard to get it right on track. Say you burned exactly 2,348 calories and you ate exactly 2,348 calories, right? No. Chances are you either ate 3,000 calories, you ate like, 2,600, or you ate like 2,000, or like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You're not quite, oops, did the wrong turn, my bad. But you're not quite, you're not actually staying still like a lot of people want to think, So that's why shit creeps, man. That's why a year goes by, you're like, whoa, how the fuck did I gain 10 pounds since last Christmas? How the fuck am I another year in and I'm not the goals that I thought would have been 5 years ago? It's because, bro, you didn't accidentally get where you're at in life. Things had to happen. Just like you don't accidentally get into major fucking shape. You don't wake up, you're ripped. You had to actually purposely go about that. You don't accidentally get better at dating or whatever, attracting more high quality women accidentally by not actually practicing. No, you have to actually try. You have to actually, get rejected on purpose and put yourself out there on purpose and get leaner on purpose, So shut up and lock in, man. 6 months from now, I'm gonna make this video, I'm gonna post it, sometime this week. Bro, 6 months gonna pass by. A year is gonna pass by. All this time is gonna pass by no matter what the fuck we actually do with our life, So what I'm trying to say, long story short, is be intentful, man. If you're not being intentful, you're letting the wind take you wherever, which is kind of cute and beautiful in a way, I agree in a certain sense, like go with the flow with certain things and, be chill and don't like be so obsessed with like the little things in life. But also, man, try. You gotta try, otherwise you're just gonna get passed up in life. You're gonna be 30-something years old, 40-something years old, and wonder why this 22-year-old kid, 25-year-old kid is fucking doing way better than you in so many aspects of life, man. Hey, I'm not perfect, guys. There's plenty of guys out there who are doing better than I am at my age, or younger than me. It's because they're intentful, bro. That's all it boils down to, is the intent. Am I letting life just pick me up and place me wherever? Or I'm like, hey, yeah, to a certain extent, life's going to do what it wants to do, but I'm going to try my best to really, determine my own fate, my own outcome, right? Because that's the beautiful thing about being a guy, right? Girls who are born beautiful, man, got this beautiful dude, they got it set, bro. Yeah, they have a lot of mental issues that might come with it, with, ever since you hit puberty, you have guys, even grown men, start being weird around you and start, fucking bending over backwards for you because you're pretty. But as guys, man, we'd be born short, ugly, bro, we still can live an amazing fucking life because we fucking purposely work on ourselves, work on our fitness, work on our health, and work on, ways of making money or being happy, versus an unattractive female, bro, she's kind of cooked. But in a sense, you would think, actually, but bro, there's so many guys out there who are not intentful, who are the ones who are dying for any piece of fucking poon, who are going to snatch up that girl and are going to tie her down, even though she's out of shape, she's not good looking at all, she's very unattractive, and she's rude, and she's got nothing going for her. She works a shit job, but because she has a couple holes on her body that she can stick his little pathetic fucking dick in, there's gonna be at least plenty of guys out there. Us guys, there's a bigger gap, right? There's a bigger gap that the 1% male, he's gonna get way more of the picking than just the average fat, average dude out there. And most Americans, we're average. Most of them are. That's the beautiful thing about being American nowadays, or Western society, is that the bar is so low to stand out. Yeah, we are tempted left and right by shit food and dopamine hits and fucking, sexual stuff on the internet that distracts us and whatnot. But if you're the guy who walks in and is like, all of these motherfuckers, they're tempted. They're fucking off the rail. They're not doing good in their life. But me, I'm going to make the right choices. I'm going to make just slightly better choices than these other fuckers. And by default, you stand out. Because now, the average guy walking around in the United States is like, what, 25% body fat? For sure above 20%. Bro, you get below 20%, and you're like automatically more attractive, because you're not some fat fuck. You get to 15%, bro, you're more attractive to so many guys out there. And God, if you even dare to have some abs showing, you gave him leaner than that, bro, you're even more damn attractive. But it's like the beautiful thing is that, bro, I have never seen a six-pack of me before. However, man, just being lean, like that 15% body fat, bro, is all you fucking really, that's when it starts changing, I haven't seen it yet, life, when it's been like, a guy, 4-pack, 6-pack, whatever. Soon I'll see that, I'm on this fitness journey again. But man, in my previous time, I've bounced weight up and down so many times. But previously, man, when I have gone in, down to 15% or slightly less, dude, I'm just lean, bro. Girls, it's like shooting fish in a barrel, bro. They come after you, man. Bro, I remember one time I was like 22, 23, bro. I was working in a restaurant years ago, okay? And I got lean, bro. I started fat. I was like the fattest ever in my life. I was 208, like 5'9", 5'10". I was fat, bro. And I lost a shit ton of weight. I was doing CrossFit. I was purposely being mindful of what I was putting in my body. I was tracking, not even like fully tracking, but it's like, all right, instead of the fucking McDonald's shit, I'm going to have almonds and fucking chicken and, shit like really whole foods, And then that's what ended up, and then got a lean. I got down to like 170, and I kind of lost weight a little bit too quick. So I lost some muscle, but I was just lean still. So I didn't really have like abs showing or anything. But dude, holy shit, this girl at the restaurant, bro, she had a boyfriend. She was hot, dude. I remember one day I just get this text from his number. I'm like, who the fuck's texting me? It's someone from work, because they were texting me about work, and I was like, who the hell? And I went down the list, their app, you can see whose phone number is who in the app. So this girl got my number from the fucking app, the scheduling app, and I get this number, this text, teasing me on this, like, I rolled shitty silverware. If you're in a restaurant, you know, like when you when you sit down at the table, has some silverware rolled up and some linens and shit. As servers, you got to do that shit, right? And at the end of the day, after your shift, you know, before clock out, you're rolling silverware, right? So this girl is host at the time, super hot, text me. I'm going down the list. I'm like, who is texting me? Because I remember I'm like, Samantha has a boyfriend. So I'm like, all right. So that's the last number I looked at. And I'm like, it's not this girl's number, not that person's number. I'm like, holy shit, it's the girl with the fucking boyfriend, Samantha. The hot chick with the boyfriend. Dude, this girl fucking had a boyfriend of 5 years. And I got lean in shape, bro. She wasn't happy. I found out after, obviously, she wasn't happy, this dude, anymore. But this is what girls do. They monkey branch, right? Instead of like breaking up with the boyfriend and like, you know, being single for a little bit, finding another guy, you know, I get it. It's built into them. They want to be safe and secure. So what she did, she tried monkey branch onto me, right? Getting me to lock down with her. And, you know, before she broke up with him. And I told her, long story short, hey, break up, you know, if we're doing anything. She didn't break up with him. She didn't come over to my house. We're hooking up. As we're hooking up, dude, I thought she broke up with him. And, yeah, her phone gets blown up, dude. Text, bzzz, bro. And as I'm, like, fucking handing her pants and shit like that, and, like, about to start taking her fucking pants off. And, like, before that, honestly, she's giving me all these fucking Snapchats, texts, telling me how bad she wants me to, you know what to her. And, you know, as we're doing this, bro, phone blows up. She didn't break up with her boyfriend. Boyfriend starts calling a fucking, you know, slut, this and that. And she's like, it kills the mood instantly. And then, long story short, she had to move back to like Ohio or something, because she was like, so, you know, it fucked up a lot of shit, right? But anyways, dude, you lock in. I blocked in for those couple months, right, bro? And I moved to Texas shortly after that, bro. I was fucking so many hot fucking girls, dude. So many women. It was so easy, bro, because I locked in, dude. That's all I did. Was lock in for 3 fucking months. 3 months gonna pass you. Right now it's July. It's mid-July, July 21st. Bro, end of the year's to be here before I know it. I could sneeze and it's gonna be fucking New Year's Eve, you know? Lock in. Might as well lock the fuck in right now. Trust me, dude, it doesn't feel good. You're fat. You feel fat right now. You feel like, man, you're a loser, this, that. Bro, doesn't matter, man. This is where your fucking journey starts. This is where you can really inspire people later on and make a video one day, post on YouTube about how you went from like 250 pounds to shredding 6-pack, you know, because you locked in and you can inspire someone. Okay. So do the right thing. Lock in, guys. It's going to suck the very beginning, but once you get that little bit of results, you know, things get really motivating really quick. But anyways, guys, longer video than I thought it was going to be. Shoot me a text, 786-897-4754. Peace, guys.